there and welcome back to Building the Boys, time for our weekly catch-up. Before we get into it, there is a point of business we've got to do, and that is we have been running a competition over on the Facebook page where you can win this very nice Gem Bricklayer Viking house, this one here. It's beautiful. It's 3,200 pieces, so it's massive. It took me 11 hours to build that. And it's a beautiful thing. There is a video up on the channel if you want to go see it. But to decide who's going to win that, there's only one way we decide who wins anything on Build with the Boys, and that is via the medium of duck racing. It's a bit over the top, that intro. Just is. Duck racing's quite calm, and that's quite, I think it's too much. But everybody that entered has got a duck. So there were people that entered via email, there were people that entered on the Facebook page. They didn't enter through YouTube. Nobody entered through YouTube. So the competition's already been drawn over on the page. But we're going to show you the result of that competition right now. So if I look at the window, I can see the ducks are all nicely lined up on Thunder Pond. So without further ado, let's head over to the International Duck Racing Pond and see exactly who's won. Chris Jones! Congratulations, Chris. We will sort that out. I'll be in touch and we'll get that over to you. Alan Palmer, you were this close, man. You were so close to winning that one, and then just came out of nowhere. It's very riveting. Duck racing, the tension is high. But that's all for duck racing. Stupid that with the explosions and stuff. It's too much. But congratulations to our winner. So we get over to you. I will apologise as well because our spammer friends decided to tell all of you that had entered using a fake account that kind of looked like mine that you'd all won. Right, so when we do these in the future, because we have got more of these giveaways coming up, when we do these in the future, I will never, ever ask you to fill out a form, go to a website, anything like that. So if you haven't seen my beautiful face running a duck race, you ain't won anything, right? That's the way it is. They're scammers. As fast as I get one removed, they just create another one. So I have put little things on the site now where hopefully that will bring that right down. We won't have a problem with it anymore, but it's what it is. Back to the catch-up. So what have we been up to? Loads, man. So we've been doing lots and lots and lots and lots. So we caught up with the Titanic we were behind. I've got the next 4, so those are going up either late tonight or they'll be up tomorrow. And there's not really much to them. It's all cranes. So it's the same crane 3 times, sadly. But that's what we're doing. It's cranes, cranes, cranes. And some little detailing on the poop deck and the aft-wheel deck. That's about it. So it's not very, it really isn't a very in-depth, it's quite dull, to be honest with you. I normally really enjoy Titanic, but having to do the same crane 3 times is a bit, but it's what it is. We've got Lancaster here as well, so we can squirrel away on that. Lancaster's the next one I've done all the editing for, and I've just got to start dropping it through onto the channel now, so that's coming up. Doll's House as well. So I am getting there. I fell so far behind, and then COVID buggered me up that I'm getting there. So please, enough with the the angry emails, because that's something else I've got to address. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the heat or if it's just the climate with everything that's going on at the moment. If you got it in you to go out and smash up a Greg's to make some sort of point, don't. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, smashing up your own city is it's a dick move, basically. Okay. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's that and the heat and kind of the unrest and whatnot, but I've received quite a lot of nasty messages over the past week, quite a lot of hostile messages. And I'm like, calm your ass down. Because I'm a nice guy. But if you want some of that, I've got plenty of it. But I don't want to I don't want to do that. So, you know, please remember that when I do this, I work a full-time job. I've got 2 kids. I've got a lot of outside commitments beyond this. The channel's something I do for fun. So I bring you these things for fun, for your entertainment. I hope I make you smile. I hope I make you giggle. I hope I keep you informed. I hope you enjoy it. But ultimately, if I don't, okay. But you don't need to come screaming at me because something has been uploaded or because you didn't enjoy something. Okay, I'm sorry. Hopefully you enjoy the next one. You know. But yeah, let's all just calm it down. Everything's so wild at the moment out in the world. Let's just calm it down and have a nice safe space. In model news, Fan Home have announced the Megazord, which I told you about a couple of weeks ago when I was upset with Fan Home. But yeah, their Megazord, their secret Megazord's now available for pre-order on their site. I won't be doing the Megazord for 2 reasons, right? Reason number one, I'm still not there with Fan Home, right? They are improving, but I'm not in a position where I would enter into another subscription with them at the moment. Never say never, but as it stands at the moment, I'm not in that position. But more importantly, even if I was, I wouldn't be doing the Megazord. And the reason why is because I've got no interest in the Megazord whatsoever. Power Rangers is not a thing of mine. Power Rangers are very millennial, and I'm a Gen Xer. I was old when Power Rangers was released, so it was never my jam. Do you get what I mean? I would have been, I think, the youngest 15. I think I was about 15 or 16 years old when Power Rangers sort of hit big. I was focused on, smoking and girls, not badly dubbed robot fights with American character overlays. I hated it. It never made any sense to me. I was too old for it, so I wasn't that generation. But I always found it bizarre that people were so into Power Rangers because it just looked crap. I mean, it just looked crap. And again, before anyone gets all angry at me, that's my childhood, man. Okay, fine, that's okay. But I mean, it didn't look good for its day. That's my point. It's not like we look at it as aged really badly. No, it looked bad for its day. I mean, this we got to remember. Power Rangers came out after Jurassic Park. So look at the visual effects in Jurassic Park and then compare them to what's clearly 2 men in very badly fitting costumes knocking the crap out of each other in the exact same model city every week and then repeat for 20 years. That's Power Rangers. So it's not for me. If it's your thing, I don't mean dump on it. If it's your thing, you go for it. But what's interesting about this one as well is it makes all of the little dinosaurs and then they go together to make the Megazords. So you're going to build individual dinosaurs and they will go together to make the big robot thing. Which again, never really understood. Bunch dinosaurs. You'd think bunch dinosaurs all come together like a massive dinosaur? No, it makes like a guy. Okay. So that's slightly unusual. But they're offering 2 options on this one. So you can either have a 12-month subscription, which is 11 packs a month. So you get 11 parts a month over 12 months. And then the final one, you get 13 parts in the final one. And that's coming in at around about 135 quid a month. Or you can go for the standard kind of subscription, which is spread over 22 months, which is kind of the normal run of a Fan Home model. And it's about the same price. So it's 2 issues in the first one, then in the next 3 you get 3 issues, then it goes to 6 issues a month, and that comes in at around about 72 quid. It comes with all the normal kind of gifts and gizmos and things like that. It's a nice model. I mean, this is the thing I will say, it is a nice model. I have no interest in it, so it's just not something I'm going to do because I just don't. And I mean, this is the thing, I don't build anything for views, right? If I did, I'd build it because I think a lot of people are going to watch it. But I can't build something I have no interest in whatsoever, and I genuinely don't. I think even if, in the very unlikely circumstances, they contacted me and said, "Do you want to build this? We get you for free," I'd still say no because I can't be enthusiastic about it. This is the thing. Anything I build, and I hope it comes across, I'm genuinely interested in. I want to build. if I've no interest in the subject, I just can't build it. I cannot devote 2 years of my life to building something I couldn't give a shit about. I couldn't do it. Couldn't. So no, I won't be building Megazord. It's not for me. I'm sure somebody else is going to. There's other YouTubers that I'm sure one of them's going to build it, but it's not. It's not for me, sadly. It's just not. It's just not my thing. It just isn't my thing. And that's a concern as well. That it feels like, oh God, now I'm like really old. Because these things like that are coming through from a different generation now. And I'm like, oh, they're looking at something with nostalgia that I was too old for the first time round. And it's like, okay, that's it. So it's that. I've no interest in that. Pokemon's the other one as well. So when people ask me about Pokemon, no, I was too old for it. I would have been, late teens when Pokemon came out. I wasn't collecting bloody Pokemon cards. I was, working and paying bills. So So Pokemon, anything kind of late 90s, early 90s wasn't my thing. It just wasn't. So I'm not there. I was an adult when it came out. So it's like Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter, but I don't have that affection for it for the simple reason that if you were a kid and grew up with that, it would have been magnificent. I was already kind of a bitter adult when Harry Potter came out. I went, yeah. So I could just kind of watch it for what it was. But now I won't be, I will not be building Megazord. What I will be building though is the Dalek, so that's definitely happening. There's something else I've got to talk about as well. Titanic, I missed it, skirted over it. So there was a thing going around about an extension to the Titanic, an extra 40 issues of the Titanic. Wow. I had to speak to Hachette this week, so I brought it up and asked the question. I said, look, I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm not going to, I'm not saying, tell me you're doing it. I said, but does it exist? Whether you're doing it or not, does it exist? And they said, no. Now, take from that what you will, because if you ask them if a trial is a trial, they'll tell you it isn't. But somebody contacted me, a couple of people actually contacted me and said, I've heard there's a 40-issue extension to the Titanic. If there is, okay, we'll do it. If there is, we'll do it. But they're saying no, there isn't. There's no truth in that. I don't know. I couldn't say. I've not seen anything official, and having spoken to them directly, they've also said the same thing. No, there isn't. If there is, we'll do it, whatever it is. But I heard, again, this thing as well, they said it was improvements. And I'm like, I can't see any company doing that. That seems very unusual. Improvements seems really unusual. That they'd sell you a model and then go, oh, and if you want, you can buy 40 more parts that were better than the ones we gave you the first time round. That's a disaster. I can't see that. Wouldn't work in any other medium. That'd be like going to see a movie and then saying, for an extra tenner, we'll show you a better ending than the one we filmed. It wouldn't work. So it depends what it is. I mean, I can see there being people, cargo maybe. I wouldn't be surprised they did the bloody iceberg, but I don't know what you'd put in an extra 40 issues. I don't. A diorama of a dock, maybe, I don't know. But it's a rumour at this point, and I've heard loads of rumours before. So, I mean, I remember hearing the rumour about the jetpack for RoboCop. That was just a rumour. It never actually came true. I heard a rumour about additional fingers for the gauntlet, so you could have it snapping. That's not true. I heard about a tree house for the Disney Doll's house. That wasn't true. So these things just snowballed. So again, take it all with a pinch of salt. So you've heard something official. I don't know. But that said, if they do an extension, we'll do the extension. But as it stands, because I've had a lot of messages, have you heard about this? I have heard about it, but I've not heard anything truthful, and I've not seen any images of anything. If it's going to happen, we're going to find out soon, because, I mean, we're on 128 at the moment, and we've only got 12 to go. So if it's going to happen, we're going to hear about it next month or the month after at the latest. So we'll know soon enough, won't we? I mean, this is the strange thing about this one is we're before everyone else, which is weird. I mean, we never are with anything else, but we're ahead of literally every other country in the world on Titanic. So we'll kind of be the first to know. I mean, if we don't get it, it doesn't mean another country won't get it, like what they did with the Doll's House. So the Doll's House, those who didn't build it, there was an extension offered. to every other country in the world except for ours. So you can get it in France, you can get it in Germany, you can get it in Japan. It just was never offered to the UK. Which is weird, but it's what it is. So who knows? I don't know. But again, I mean, I wouldn't read too much into it. I would just wait and see, and that's where we are. Titanic's a weird one because again, like I said, we've got 12 issues left, and there's that much to do. I'm like, well, there's going to be a lot in these 12 issues, so it's going to be interesting. Tumblr is in the post. It's going to be here any day because we did have a delay. We were delayed by about 2 weeks, I think, 3 weeks. But they said they're going to try and catch up. So I think it'll be about 4 weeks till we get the next one. But there's not loads to do in this one, which is kind of the norm for the Tumblr at the moment. I mean, I'm just keeping the faith. That's where I am with Tumblr. Because you've got to, it's a weird build. It's not a bad build by any means. It's just an unusual build. It's very weird, the structure that we've gone through compared to everything else. This one is just bits, which is weird for a car. For a thing like the Iron Man over there, this Iron Man here, that's normal. So like an Iron Man or Robocop, or even the Gauntlet's bits, and that kind of makes sense. But for a vehicle, it's weird because normally we build up the chassis and whatnot. But this one, I don't know. It's it's unusual. It's unusual. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's unusual, and it's quite sparse when it comes to what stuff to do. There really isn't a lot. I mean, a lot of these are. It's weird. You think we are going to get to a point, I don't know when that's going to happen, you think we're going to get to a point where some serious meat is going to arrive for this thing. It's got to. I mean, it has to. So, I don't know. But, I mean, even with that one, we're up to 76. So we've only got, bloody hell, 44 issues to go, I think. So we're way over halfway there. Way over halfway. You wouldn't think it. When you look at it, you go, are we? And it's like, yeah, apparently so. It's mad. It's mad. It's really, really weird, but it's what it is. But we stick with it. We keep the faith. And I think, again, with this one, this is something that I've seen as well and gone, definitely. So when we build the Dalek, I'm expecting something similar. Because if you look at the structure of the Dalek, there's going to be a lot of repetition when we build. A hell of a lot of repetition. When we build the actual body of that thing, there is going to be a lot of rinse and repeat, a hell of a lot. Because making all of those panels with the domes on the outside is going to be very, very, very samey. But I want a giant Dalek. That's the way it is. I want a massive Dalek that can drive around. And yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to doing the Dalek. I am, because I'm more looking forward to seeing what other people do with it, because I can see this being like R2-D2, like Route Master. I can see lots and lots and lots of these being built and done different colours, different styles and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the community do with them. It'll be fun. What have we got coming up on the channel? So we've got, as I said, we've got the 4 Titanics. Those are literally done. It's just a case of uploading them. So those are imminent, if not tonight, tomorrow, depending on upload speeds. We've got Booknook. So Booknook is coming this week as well. I have got, I've gone completely blank on everything I'm doing. Tumblr will be this weekend, providing it, I think it's arriving on Friday. Providing it arrives on Friday, Tumblr will be this weekend as well, because I'm not going to fall behind with that. I'm just going to get it done now. I'm hoping to put at least a few Lancasters up this weekend. And then next week, starting next week, every week for 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks? Yes. I've got 5 Funhole models, and they're beautiful. But I've got a lot of them, so those are going to come through. They're having a very big kind of new model introduction in August. And I've got some absolutely gorgeous ones to show you. They're really nice. Looking forward to that. I've got, bizarrely as well, something I'm like, okay. We're going to go Christmassy soon, and it's like, So I've got a very nice light set. Those of you that have joined our channel will see that the kind of pinned post on our channel is a video me and the kids made ages ago when we built the Home Alone house. So we built the Lego Home Alone house. We dressed as Harry and Marv. It was funny as hell. And we built the Home Alone house, the Lego Home Alone house. And I'd always planned to have this thing out at Christmas downstairs with the kind of display. The plan was to put it under the Christmas tree. But it's so dark, right? That's the problem with it. When you open it, it's dark as hell inside. Because of the structure of it, it's really dark. And it just looks like a very dark model. So I always wanted to light it. But the light kits were like, I'm like, I don't know, because I've got to take it all apart. But I've been sent one. So I've been sent a light kit by a company called Brick Smacks to install and review. Now, it's going to be a bit weird because it's summer, but it means at least I can light that house up, and I really want to light it up because it is a beautiful model. It's an absolutely stunning model, the Home Alone house. But if anything needs lights, it's a Christmas set, for God's sake. I mean, Christmas, you think Christmas, you think lights. So I've got lights to light the Home Alone set, so I will be doing that at some point. But I also want to build the things I got for my birthday. So I got a very nice Jaws brick build for my birthday from Alan and Corbin. I really want to build that. As soon as I get a chance, I will. I got it's like a Nike trainer, but brick build one that from Ken that I really want to build as well. So there's loads I want to do, but it's finding the time. And that's the problem. Time is very precious at the moment, and I've got very little of it. You know, I just don't. So it's finding the time to build these things. The kids are going to scout camp this weekend, which does free me up a lot of time next week in the evenings. So it means I've got no dad duty next week in the evenings. So like the 3 nights I normally spend at wrestling, I'm not. The rugby, none of that. So I've got evenings free, which is a beautiful thing, which means I can really hack into some of this and get some of these things done because I just want to build some stuff. I just do. I like building, man. This is the thing. Even though I've built a lot and I fall behind and I catch up, and my passion for building is still there. I still enjoy it, and that's a good thing, you know. Because if you don't enjoy the hobby, don't do the hobby. And I see so many people mourning their hobby, building angry and pissed off at. So if you're not enjoying it, man, find a different hobby. It's weird. What have I been watching? Not a lot. Olympics. We've been watching just tons of the Olympics. I've been loving the Olympics. It's weird. We really get into these really, bizarre sports for 2 weeks and then, forget about them for 4 years. But it's, I've been enjoying the hell out of the Olympics. And it makes me laugh because it's like my fat ass will sit there on the couch and criticise the gymnasts. What about, no, you need to land that. Oh, no, you've look, I could do better. And it's like, no, it would never happen. I saw someone make a comment and I thought that's actually true. They said they should just let a regular person attempt the event first so the rest of us can get an idea of how hard this is. We can see what happens when a normal person attempts this, right? Just watch somebody get absolutely whipped off one of the springboards or go, face first into the vault. And be like, oh, so it is quite hard because they make it look so effortless, so easy that a lot of the time you look at these things and go, I could do that. Like you see someone throw the discus, you're like, don't look that hard. And it's like, show a normal person throw it like 4 foot and go, yeah, that's how hard it is. So, I think there's something in it. And Team GB are doing great. I mean, we're a little country, so it's not like we have this massive pool of people to choose from. So countries like China and America are always going to do well because they've got a denser population. They've got a greater population. So they have a much larger pool of athletes to choose from as opposed to us. So we're doing good. For what we've got, we're doing really good. And it's good. But I mean, even then, it's like I was saying earlier about just angry people at the moment. Even the Olympics is making people angry. And it's like, you all need to chill out. You just need to chill out. And it's not, the Olympics isn't supposed to make you angry. The Olympics is quite the opposite. It's where we all forget all of our crap for a couple of weeks and we all come together as a planet and we have a sports day. That's all it is. So yeah, it's people just need to calm down. I did watch last night. I watched a film I've seen before, but I'd completely forgotten about it, and I watched it with a kid. I watched a movie called Cargo. If you've never seen this is one of those ones that kind of flew under the radar. I would recommend watching it. It's a zombie movie, but it's not particularly gory, and it's not a zombie movie like Dawn of the Dead or anything like that. it's a very unique movie. It's set in Australia and it stars Martin Freeman, who was Bilbo Baggins in the Hobbit trilogy, trying to get his daughter across Australia. She's a baby, trying to get her from where they are in Australia to safety. And it's a heartbreaking film, but it's so good, and I've forgotten how good it was. So if you're looking for something to watch, check out Cargo on Netflix. You won't be disappointed. It's really, really good. That is about all from me. Is it? Yeah, it is. So hopefully, I mean, well, not hopefully, it will be. The next thing you see from me will be the next 4 Titanics. That's 25 to 28. They're all done. So upload speeds dependent either tonight or tomorrow. This weekend we will hopefully have a book nook and a couple of Lancaster bombers. And then starting next week on the 13th, Tuesday, as I said, I've got some really, honestly, really, really nice fun whole sets to show you. Some are absolutely stunning. And there's a lot that have got never before used elements. So there's things in there they haven't. I don't know. Without checking the NDA, I don't know what I can and can't tell you. But there's things in there that just haven't been used in a set before that look amazing. Because when I read it, I thought, oh, it's going to work. And then when you see it go, oh, it does. And so good. So check those out because they're nice. They're going to be nice. Big congratulations again to Chris for winning the Viking house. That will be winging its way to you immediately. We'll sort that out today, and that will be over to you hopefully in the next few days. If you'd like to contact us, you can contact us at buildtheboys@outlook.com. We'd love to hear from you. We will, so before I forget, I will post you a link to where you can get the Breaking Bad camper for the live build, which is happening, I want to say it's 22nd of September. It's a Saturday. I think it's the 22nd of September. But I'll confirm that closer to it. I will post the link where you can go get yours from. But before we build that one, we are going to be doing a Halloween build. So another vote will be going up for a build along for a kind of very spooky Halloween themed build. So you can choose which one of those you want. Rather than it being loads of rounds, it's just one list of spooky models. Choose which one you want to do, and we'll do it together. It'll be a Halloween build. It'll be fun. That is all from me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Take care, and I will see you very, very soon for more from Building the Boys. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.